size? Okay.
You just blew our different size minds. Sorry, he got excited again.
It's nice getting any size bang for your buck. So come into McDonald's and get an ice-cold, delicious any-size Coke for just $1. A la carte only. Price and participation may vary.
There's something in your home's air this fall. Feel it? It's the perfect air that comes from reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. There are savings in the air, too. McKee Inc. is offering $1,350 in rebates, plus payments as low as $132 a month on a new Lennox system. To rethink your air and learn more, call McKee Inc. at 785-462-3132. For great products, big savings, and perfect air, think McKee Inc., your local Lennox dealer. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
This is Decision Weather Meteorologist Chris Schramer with your Friday night football forecast. It's going to be a gorgeous evening here across the tri-state region. And for that game in Colby, Kansas, we got temperatures that have topped out in the middle to upper 70s. And by the time the games kick off, we should be falling to the lower 70s. And as the sun sets and towards the end of the games, we'll be in the upper 50s. As far as the winds go tonight, they're going to be light or no wind at all. So it's going to be a pleasant night for football across the northwest Kansas and there in Colby. The rest of the forecast for the remainder of the weekend, tonight's lows will drop into the lower 40s. Tomorrow we're calling for a high of 73. And we've got maybe some breezy conditions to start the day. By the time we have the movie and drive-in theater movie tomorrow, and potentially as the winds will start to die down. And it'll be a nice evening once again for that. We're talking temperatures again around about 70 degrees. In the evening, we'll be in the upper 40s, lower 50s, and a nice evening for that activity, too. And then on Sunday, we'll warm up to 78 degrees. Next week, going back to the work, and for the week, it's going to be high pressure dominating, dry conditions, and temperatures in the upper 70s and lower 80s.
It's almost kickoff time. Let's go to the field to the voice of the Eagles, Dan Lucero.
Good evening from Denham Field. We're about 5.5 minutes away from kickoff tonight. It's the second home game of the season for the Colby Eagles. And in week 5, none have been bigger so far than this one. The 4-0 Eagles hosting the 4th-ranked team in Class 3A, according to KPreps.com. The 4-0 Southeast of Saline Trojans in a 3A District 6 showdown. 72 degrees, a gorgeous night for football, if a little bit hazy with some smoke from the wildfires out west starting to drift into western Kansas. The sun setting beyond the west end zone here at Denham Field. Colby 1-0 at home this season, of course. They beat Cimarron in their home opener back in week 2, 21-8. And they will look to maintain that home field advantage, which they have done with great success in the Reese McKinney era. McKinney is 16-1 at home as the head coach of the Eagles. Colby already took the field prior to the national anthem. They are on the field in their black-on-black home uniforms with white numerals, black helmets, and the orange Eagle logo. The Trojans from southeast of Saline have just taken the field. They are wearing white-on-white with purple numerals and purple helmets with the light blue Trojan logo on the helmet. Coaching matchup tonight, Reese McKinney in his 4th year on the Colby sideline, 32-11 lifetime, 27-7 in his 4th season on the Eagle bench. Mitch Gebhardt is the 11th year head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. He is 66-35 in gypsum, 94-71 lifetime, including 8 seasons as the head coach at Lincoln. This is a proving ground game. There's no question about it. Both of these teams, if they can come out of tonight with a victory, will feel that they have proven to be a real bona fide contender in the western portion of the Class 3A bracket. In a rugged sub-state that also includes Scott City. Neither of these teams have played Scott City just yet. Pole position will belong to the winner of this one, as 2 captains come out to midfield for the socially distanced coin toss. It's Ryan Myers for Colby. It's his opposite number at quarterback, Jackson Gebhardt, for southeast of Saline. We're so glad you can be with us tonight listening to the Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride, KRDQ in Colby. I am Dan Lucero, the producer-engineer of Colby Eagle Football. Back at the Rocky End Media Studios is Clayton Jacob, and Des Melgoza is on the camera tonight. If you would like to watch tonight's game with the broadcast, you can surf on over to People still say surf the internet. You can surf on over to youtube.com, search Rocking M Media, NWKS. That's Rocking M Media, NWKS is in Northwest Kansas, and that will show you all of our broadcasts, including tonight's live stream broadcast and our archive of previous games from past years. You can certainly join us for the video tonight. The Colby Eagles have won the toss. I think that's the first time all season they've won the toss, and they want the ball. So Colby will start with their offense on the field tonight. So it will be the Colby offense that takes the field, hoping to put their stamp on this game against the best scoring defense in Class 3A through the first 4 weeks. The Southeast of Saline Trojans allowed just 16 points in 4 weeks. The second best scoring defense in Class 3A, why, that's the Colby Eagles, who allowed just 22 points in their first 4 games. So if you love hard-hitting, smash-mouth defensive football, I think you're going to be in for a treat tonight here at Denon Field. Both teams have their kickoff units in a huddle at their respective sidelines. Colby will receive and defend the left goal to start, so as you listen, they will go from right to left on your radio dial in this first quarter. There's still 90 seconds up on the 90-minute pregame clock, so we are still a few moments away from getting things officially revved up. Colby's been on the field kind of standing around for a while. They came out early before the national anthem. Southeast of Saline stayed in their locker room a bit longer, and they came out after the anthem was played. A fine job done by the Colby band, the marching band.
Field painted tonight. Eagles, the word mark, across in front of the Colby sideline. That's the sideline nearest to us. I believe that's the north sideline. And the orange Eagle logo on either side of the white Eagles word mark. Out to kick things off is Jude Golden. He is the Southeast of Saline kicker, and this is all they've asked him to do this year is perform kickoff duties. Southeast of Saline has not attempted a field goal or an extra point all season. Each return for the Eagles, freshman Zane Betts, who scored his first career touchdown on a 25-yard run last week, and the junior Bryce Myers, both standing back at their own 15-yard line. The ball's teed up in the center of the X, right at the center of the 40-yard line. Golden paces off his steps. The whistle blows. Golden's right arm in the air. He approaches. The right toe is into it. We are underway from Colby tonight. High end over and kick taken to the 12 by Myers. Returning it up the left sideline. Crosses the 25 and tumbles across the 25 into a horde of white jerseys up to about the 28-yard line. And that's about where Colby's drive will start, with 11:54 showing on the scoreboard clock. Ryan Myers is the starting quarterback for the Colby Eagles. 32 of 50 for 297 yards, 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. He's also rushed for 208 yards and 2 scores. It is the 28-yard line where this drive officially will start, 1st and 10. Ball will be on the near left hash. Bryce Myers, a receiver left. Zane Betts, a wing left. 2 in the backfield in the pistol. The fullback Colin Carroll to the right of Ryan Myers. The deep back is Hagan Bowie on first down. Motion from the fullback Carroll left. Handoff to Bowie running left, and he is tripped up before he can get outside. That's Matthew Rodriguez, the leading tackler for the Southeast of Saline defense, tripping up Bowie at the line of scrimmage for no gain on first down. The offensive line back mostly intact for Colby this week from left to right. Zach Griffin, Zach Castiglione, Declan Ryan, Nick Reamer, and Ian Rosales. Castiglione and Ryan each missing the last 2 weeks due to quarantine. Shotgun on 2nd and 10. Betts motions left to right as a wing. The snap back to Myers. He one-hands it. 3-step drop going to the right outside. And there's Peyton Wallmeyer with the catch. A short gain for Wallmeyer as he is thrown down on the right hash at the 31-yard line. A pickup of just 3 on the catch. But that is Peyton Wallmeyer back at his familiar tight end spot after starting the last 2 weeks at left guard left tackle out of necessity. Nose of the ball just outside the 31-yard line. It is 3rd down and a long 7 for Colby on their opening drive of the night. 2 receivers right, split backs around Myers in the shotgun. Motion out of the backfield for Betts. He takes a jet pitch going to the right, trying to turn the corner is Betts, shoulders into a defender, and he is forced out of bounds on the far side, short of the first down, and he'll be marked at the 34-yard line. It is a pickup of just 3 for Zane Betts, and Colby appears to have gone 3 and out on their first possession of the night.
Good pursuit to the far side by this stingy Trojan defense. And on 4th down and 4, Colby will punt the ball away. Carson Van Eaton to do the honors. Deep to return, Jackson Gebhardt and Michael Murray. Murray has taken a punt back for a touchdown this year. Short line drive punt gets a good Colby bounce and roll across the 40 down to the 35-yard line, and that's where it's covered. A 31-yard punt with no return for Carson Van Eaton. And Southeast of Saline starts their first possession of the night at 10:34 of the first quarter with the ball at their own 35-yard line. And their quarterback is the 3-year starter, Jackson Gebhardt. 43 of 67 for 529 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions on the season. He's also rushed for 316 yards and 6 scores. He's in the pistol. The deep back is senior Bryant Banks. 2 receivers left, a wing and a receiver right. Handoff goes to Banks on first down. He bends outside of the right, cuts back inside, has a first down and more. Chased down from behind by Tanner Trussell, but not before he crosses into Colby territory. He is marked down at the 47-yard line. That is an 18-yard run for Banks on first down. Good hustle by the defensive tackle, Trussell. But Banks picks up 18 on the first offensive play for the Trojans, who are quick to the line on first down. Motion out of the slot, fake to that receiver, and a keeper for Gebhardt, who is smacked as he crosses the line of scrimmage. That time Ian Rosales held up the point of attack, got help from Landon Reinhardt and back to Stiglione. No gain, it appears, on the run for Gebhardt on that first down. It brings up a second down and 10 for Southeast of Saline. Banks, I mentioned the running back, he's got 311 yards rushing and 5 touchdowns this season. The receivers, Chase Pogue, Eli Harris, Eli Sawyers, and Tyler Breeding. Harris is the wing left, 2 receivers right, ball between the hashes on 2nd and 10 from the Colby 47. Snap back to Gebhardt, hand off to Banks. Off-right tackle squeezes through contact, tapped up from behind by Trussell and taken down at about the 44-yard line. Gain of just 3 on the run by Banks. 3rd and 7 coming up, and this has been the money down for the Colby defense. They have held opponents to just 19% success on 3rd down this season, 8 of 42. Shotgun, 2 receivers in a wing, punch to the left side. That's the wide side of the field. Gebhardt sprints that direction. Pressure coming from the backside. He looks downfield. Now tries to cut it up the field. Sheds the tackle. Tweaks outside left. Has the first down and dives across the 35-yard line down to the 34. 10 yards on the scramble for Jackson Gebhardt, showing how dangerous he can be with his legs. And that sustains the drive for Southeast of Saline. They have a first down with 9:08 to play in a scoreless first quarter at the Colby 34 after that 10-yard run. Quickly to the line are the Trojans. Ball to far left pass. Shotgun on first down. Motion from the left, the slot receiver Pogue, and he'll take it out jet sweep this time. Chase Pogue swimming his way through tacklers down to the 25, maybe the 24-yard line. Back to Stiglione finally ran him down. And the Colts front 4 getting pushed around a little bit, which we have not seen happen very often this season. That ended up a 9-yard carry for Chase Pogue on first down. It will be 2nd and 1 with the ball in the near right hash at the Colby 25. Gebhardt takes the high snap, gives to Banks right up the gut. He's got the first down. Smacks right into Trussell, who makes the tackle along with help from Nick Reamer at the 21-yard line, maybe the 20. Call it the 21, a 4-yard pickup, but sufficient to move the chains for Southeast of Saline. The Colby Eagles have not allowed a first half point all season. Southeast of Saline has scored 58 first-quarter points this year. They're in the red zone, or just outside at 1st and 10 from the 21. Sprint left for Gebhardt looking to throw. Throws to the outside left and has a catch. It's Pogue who turns it up the sideline, down the left side, and into the end zone, sneaking inside the pylon for a Southeast of Saline touchdown. Gebhardt to Pogue for 21 yards and a score, and Southeast of Saline strikes first with 8:01 to play here in the first quarter. They do something that nobody did in the first 4 weeks of this season, and that is score in the first half against the Colby Eagles. Gebhardt put that ball on the money, an out route to the left side, and Bryce Myers went up to try and intercept it. He overplayed it, and that allowed Pogue to cruise in for the score. Going for 2 is Southeast of Saline. It's Gebhardt sweeping to the right, throwing it back across the field to a wide-open Banks in the back of the end zone. It was student body left and spread out the Eagle defense. 2 defenders converged on Gebhardt. That left Banks all alone, and it's an 8-0 Southeast of Saline lead with 8:01 to play in the first quarter. We're back in a minute. This is the Eagles on radio, 100.3 to Ride.
Optimize your yield with Case IH Axial Flow Combines at Colby Ag Center. From header to spreader, Axial Flow's industry-leading innovations put higher quality grain in the tank and more profits in your pocket. Get the capacity you need with easy adjustment options to match your crop and field condition, all while minimizing potential grain loss. Take control of your harvest and rethink your productivity. For more on Case IH Axial Flow Combines, visit Colby Ag Center, Oakley Ag Center, and Hoxie Implement today.
There's a good chance that you can't go a day without running into a Colby Community College grad. It's a good thing, too. Around here, our graduates process your payrolls, clean your teeth, supply your beef, care for the sick, and a lot more. And our students know that when they leave CCC, they'll be able to make a living by making your life better. Find out more at colbycc.edu. Colby Community College. Challenge. Create. Connect.
You're listening to Colby Eagles football.
Jude Golden set to kick deep for southeast of Saline. It's a high, short end over end kick taken by one of the up men. And returning that ball to the left side is number 56 for Colby, who's not in the program. And the return up to the 34 or the 35. This is Colby's second drive of the night, starting with 7:57 to play in this first quarter. And they are trailing for just the second time all season after a 7-play, 65-yard scoring drive. Jackson Gebhardt to Chase Pogue for 21 yards and a score through the air, and a 2-point conversion pass to Bryant Banks. 8-0 Trojans. This will snap to Ryan Myers on first down. Option keeper Myers sweeping right. Has the room to get to the corner, and he does. There's a flag behind the play. Myers cruises out of bounds on the far sideline at the southeast of Saline, 44-yard line. But there are 2 yellow flags on the play. One 4 yards beyond the line, the other back in the backfield. One of them came from the back judge. The other came from the umpire. And this play is coming back, and I think that Ryan Myers knew it. That's why he kind of shut it down. It is a holding foul on Colby. And we'll see if it's 10 from the spot. We'll see where they spot this from, or where they start marching it off from. It looks like it's a 12-yard penalty in the end. The ball moves all the way back to the 23-yard line. So very costly. First and 10 becomes first and 22. On the far right hash, Colby going right to left. Myers in the gun, split backs around him, wing to the left is Zane Betts. Snap to Myers, handoff, sweeping left. It is Colin Carroll, and Carroll plunges ahead to about the 25, picked up by Matthew Rodriguez and Dalton Bunch. Pair of juniors starting for a very young southeast of Saline defense. Not only is it good, it's young. 5 juniors and 3 sophomores starting on that side of the ball. A 2-yard gain on that run for Colin Carroll, his first toe of the night, brings up a second down and 20 for Colby. Trips left, running back to the left of Myers in the gun. Myers drops back and immediately flushed to his left out of the pocket. Looking down the field, he's going to throw a jump pass. It's up in the air and nearly caught and then nearly intercepted at the 45-yard line. Zane Betts came back to the ball down the sideline, went up for it, but mid-behind his jump, the pass glanced off his hands, and then was nearly intercepted on the redirect by Chase Pogue. Almost a spectacular Mahomesian play there by Ryan Myers on the rollout. But instead, it's third down and 20. So you can look at that in 2 different ways, that the Eagles missed a big play or that the Eagles dodged a bullet. Third and 20 might be the fairest possible outcome for both sides there. Tight end in the wing right, receivers either side, pistol set on third and 20, and it's a play action. Myers throwing right, has Betts out of the backfield. Betts sprinting down the right sideline, is shoved out of bounds, got the penalty yardage back before Chase Pogue tracked him down, but not enough for the first down as Betts made his way to the 35. It was a 10-yard catch and run, but that brings up a fourth down and 10, and it's successive 3 and outs for the Colby Eagles to start tonight. On the punt is Carson Van Eaton. 31-yard punt his first time. A low-line drive to stay away from a dangerous return unit for the Trojans. 7:04 to play in the first quarter. Southeast of Saline will get the ball back with an 8-0 lead. Line drive punt down the far right sideline. It gets another good Colby bounce inside the 30. Rolling to a dead stop at the 25-yard line. So that's a 40-yard punt for Carson Van Eaton with no return. Southeast of Saline starts at their own 25 with 6:54 to play in this first quarter. They win 65 yards in 7 plays on their opening drive. Jackson Gebhardt finding Chase Pogue for the touchdown and then hitting Brandon Banks on the 2-point play. Ball in the far left hash on first down for Southeast of Saline. 2 receivers left, receiver and a wing right. Hand off to Banks, bending it outside to the right, makes a nice cut inside. Colin Carroll latches on and drives him down with help from a de-helmeted Nick Reamer. Reamer's going to have to sit out of play as his bucket popped up. Banks makes it up to the 32-yard line, a gain of 7 on that first down run. Big chunks of yardage being chewed up at a time by the Southeast of Saline offense so far. Same formation, shotgun, Banks to the left of Gebhardt. Takes a high snap, option keeper, sweeping left is Gebhardt. Hagen Bowie grabs him by the leg and won't let go, and down goes Gebhardt outside the left hash at the line of scrimmage. Good play on the outside by Hagen Bowie. The defensive ends have to set the edge, and the senior Bowie did an outstanding job of that on that play. 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Trojans. That may have been a loss of a half yard there, it's true. Line to gain is the 35 and a half. So it's 3rd and long 4 here. 2 receivers to the right and a wing. Shotgun snap is taken directly by Banks. Sweeping to the right, and he won't make it to the line to gain as Tyler Croft comes up from the safety spot to make the tackle. Good pursuit down the line by Reamer and Rosales. And they stop the ball carrier Banks. The snap was a little errant, and Banks just kind of took it from Gebhardt and picked up a yard, and that was all. And on 4th down, Southeast of Saline is forced to punt for the first time tonight. Eli Harris will do the honors. Deep to return for Colby, Zane Betts, and Bryce Myers. Snap is a good one. Punt is a great one. High and end over end, chasing Myers back. He takes on one hop at the 20 and cannot return. Trying to get outside left, but he was chased down by Tyler Breeding, who made the tackle at the 20. 47-yard punt with no return. And Colby's 3rd drive of the night starts with their worst field position so far. They begin at their own 20. With 4:59 to play in this first quarter, Colby trailing Southeast of Saline 8-0. Ball at the near left hash as Colby starts this drive, still looking for their first down of the night. Pistol set with a wing right. That wing Carroll in motion. The handoff goes to Hagen Bowie, the fullback, and Bowie dances in the backfield before charging ahead off left guard to get what he can, which isn't much. Well defended by the Southeast of Saline defense. It's Dawson Adams, the nose tackle, held out with the stop. It's a 2-yard gain for Bowie on first down. Not much doing for the ground game so far for Colby. 4 carries for a total of 7 yards. Quick to the huddle of the Eagles. Trips to the short side left on 2nd down. Motion out of the backfield for Carroll. He takes the pitch. Looking for Lee Watson. Has them. Tried to cut it back at the 25. Now being escorted out of bounds along the near left sideline. And the play is stopped with Carroll's forward progress ruled to have stopped at the 35, maybe the 36. We'll see where they mark this. Excuse me, the 25 or the 26. Call it the 26. That was a 4-yard rush for Carroll on 2nd down. That brings up a 3rd down and 4 for Colby, trailing 8-0 with under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Pistol set on 3rd down. Bowie, the up-back motions to the right. It's a play action. Ryan Myers rolling right, has pressure in his face, rolling deeper, scrambling, throwing outside of the right, jump ball, and it's incomplete. Intended for Bowie outside the number at the 40-yard line, covered by Chase Pogue, and the pressure came from Dalton Bunch, who was immediately in the face of Ryan Myers and forced him to drop back about 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage and throw on the run. 3 drives, 3 3-and-outs for the Colby offense to start tonight. We are seeing right now the Southeast of Saline defensive line do an outstanding job firing off the ball against this Colby O-line. 3rd punt of the night for Carson Van Eaton is up in the air. It's a line drive taken by Murray at the 49 of Southeast of Saline. It dances out of trouble across the 50, across the 45, finally wrangled down at the 44-yard line. Nifty return there after the 25-yard punt. A return of 7 yards to the Colby 44 before Tate Murdoch finally tracked him down. Call it the Colby 43. That'll be the starting point of this next drive for Southeast of Saline. They lead 8-0 and take over with 3:37 to play in the first. Ball in the near right hash, pistol set, Banks for the deep back on first down. Motion from the slot man right, Pogue, and then there was movement on the offensive line of Southeast of Saline. That appeared to be the right tackle, Eli Jackson, who moved early. First penalty of the contest for Southeast of Saline turns 1st and 10 into 1st and 15 back at the Colby 48. Two receivers right are Pogue and Tyler Breeding to the outside. A wing to the right is Matthew Rodriguez. Snap back to Gebhardt looking to throw. Slant to the left. High pointed by the receiver and swimming his way through the contact is Michael Murray up close to a first down. He's marked down at the 36. He high pointed that nicely and broke a tackle, making his way down to the 36. A 12-yard completion to Michael Murray, his 6th catch of the season. Second down and 3 for Southeast of Saline. Ball the left hash, two receivers in a wing to the right, shotgun. High snap, hauled in by Gebhardt, play action, throwing over the middle, pass is tipped to the line and incomplete. Couldn't tell who got the paw on it. I think that might have been Rosales or Declan Ryan coming up the middle to bat the pass away. The intended receiver was the slot man, Eli Harris. First incompletion for Gebhardt after connecting on his first 2 passes of the night. Third down and 3 for Southeast of Saline from the Colby 36. Two receivers are a wing to the short side left. Banks the deep back, pistol formation. High snap back to Gebhardt. Quick turn, quick throw, right side, has a catch. It's Breeding, trying to break an ankle tackle, and he stood up, but surges forward, slammed down by Colin Carroll, but not before he makes first down yardage across the 30 down to the 29-yard line. That was super effort by Breeding. Carson Van Eaton had him around the ankle, but Breeding was able to twist forward and kind of lunge out of the ankle tackle into the arms of Carroll, and that momentum drove him forward almost on top of Carroll before Carroll twisted him down. 7 yards on the catch and a first down for Southeast of Saline, 1st and 10 from the Colby 29. Motion from the slot, Pogue, and on the snap, a flag flies. Looks like Southeast of Saline will put themselves behind the 8 ball again here with a pre-snap penalty. It is a false start on the Trojans. 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 15 from the Colby 34 with 2:31 to play in this first quarter. Southeast of Saline, the 4th-ranked team in Class 3A, leading 8-0 and on the march again here. Murray, the receiver left. Two receivers right are Pogue and Breeding. Wing left is Harris. Pogue in motion across formation. Fake to him. Gebhardt looking to throw. He's blitzed. He rolls to his right. Looking down the field. Throws on the run. And Murray dropped it at the 15-yard line down the right sideline. An accurate throw on the run by Jackson Gebhardt. And it hit Murray in the breadbasket. He couldn't haul it in. Second down and 15 coming up, and the ball is not spotted properly right now. The home crowd letting the officials know that the ball is presently spotted at the original line of scrimmage, and it shouldn't be. It's spotted at the 29. That's wrong. It should be spotted back at the 34-yard line. And the officials are going to confer over this and walk the ball back 5 yards. I think they ran that last play from the original line of scrimmage. I think they forgot to mark off the penalty yard. Second and 15 here from the Colby 34. Two receivers bunch left of the wing. Bryant Banks the deep back. Sprint left for Gebhardt. Pressure from the backside by Bowie. Throwing a corner route to the left, and a sliding catch is made by Chase Pogue at the 12-yard line. Pogue beat Landon Reinhardt in coverage, and Gebhardt dropped it in the bucket over the shoulder outside the left hash for a 22-yard completion and a first down for Southeast of Saline. This Jackson Gebhardt fella can really sling it. 4 for its first 7, and it's 1st and 10 from the 12 for Southeast of Saline. On the far left hash, trips to the right side in the shotgun. Gebhardt will sprint to his right, and a delayed handoff to Banks, almost a Statue of Liberty play. Banks across the 5, brawling his way into a pile, down to the 4, and a flag comes in after the play. The line judge came in and threw out a flag. Banks made it close to first down yardage. It looked like a 9-yard run down to the 3, but we'll see what this flag is all about. Looks like it is a penalty on southeast of Saline. I didn't recognize the official signal there. It looked like he signaled pass interference. May have been an illegal block in the back. Whatever the case, it's a helpful penalty for the Colby Eagles. Instead of second down and 1 for southeast of Saline, the ball will move back to, looks like, the 7. So call it a 5-yard run on the play, or a 5-yard penalty. And however you slice, it's going to be second down and 5 for southeast of Saline. Shotgun snap back to Gebhardt, hand off to Banks, off right tackle, and Banks spins off of contact, trying to fight forward, but the Colby defense is equal to the task this time. Hagen, Bowie, Declan Ryan and company, dropping Banks after a 1-yard gain to the 6. Third down and 4 coming up for southeast of Saline. As we enter the final minute of this first quarter, the visiting Trojans leading Colby 8-0. And a third and 4 coming up from the Colby 6. Big play here. Shotgun for southeast of Saline, and it's a direct snap to Banks. Banks trying to sweep left. Stayed on his feet. Ross couldn't bring him down. But now, before he can get to the edge, Nick Reiner is there, along with Ryan Myers. And Banks is unable to turn the corner. He is marked down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the run for Banks. 4th and 4 coming up, and you would expect southeast of Saline will go for it on 4th down. What's unknown is will they snap it before the end of the quarter? They don't have to, and they don't look like they're in any hurry. 13 seconds left in the quarter, and Mitch Gebhardt and his coaching staff have decided to take this one to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1 here at Denham Field, southeast of Saline leads Colby 8-0. Colby giving up first half points for the first time all season and trailing for just the second time all year. Big 4th down to start the second quarter when we come back. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride.
This month, the Colby Dodge, we are celebrating Ram Power Days as well as Jeep Adventure Days. Stop in today and take advantage of 0% financing for up to 72 months on select 2020 Jeep models, plus the 2020 Ram 1500 Bighorn, plus no payments for 90 days. If we don't have what you're looking for, stop by or give us a call. We can locate it for you. The process is simple and quick. Visit us in person at exit 53, I-70, Colby, Kansas, or online 24/7 at colbydodge.com.
The Colby Free Press brings residents of Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on the happenings, issues, and events that impact the lives of residents of Thomas County. The Colby Free Press is informative and affordable. The Colby Free Press is a local daily newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and extensive knowledge of the local communities of Colby, Rexford, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
After 1 at Denham Field in Colby, the 4th-ranked southeast of Saline Trojans lead the Colby Eagles 8-0. They have outgained the Eagles to this point 115-27. And they are trying to add to their advantage. A big play coming up to start this second quarter. Southeast of Saline has a 4th down and 4 coming up from the Colby 6-yard line. Dan Michelle back with you from Denham Field. Sun is completely set. A brisk fall evening, a perfect night for football. It's going to be 4th and a short 4 coming up. The dial it down reads 3rd down. There was some confusion earlier on about the down or about the spot of the ball. Dial it down reads 3rd down here, and I think that might be right. Reese McKinney's getting an explanation from the head official right now. On 1st down, Bryant Banks had the 10-yard run, and then there was the penalty appended to that brought them back 5 yards. So that is no down. So I think this is right, actually. I think I was wrong, and I was following the dial-it-down incorrectly, but this is correct. This is a third down play. Despite the protest of the home crowd, the officials have this right. On 3rd and 4, the handoff goes to Bryant Banks, up the middle, into a pile of black jerseys, who's shoving back right at the line to gain. I think he's going to be a yard short. And he is. Peyton Wallmeyer hit him first. Brandon Reinhart was in there as well. A 3-yard gain for Banks, and it's 4th down and 1 coming up. Again, the home crowd, portions of the home crowd doesn't like this, but this is correct. It is 4th and 1 from the Colby 3. Pistol set. Gephardt takes the snap. Sweep right to Pogue. Pogue trying to turn the corner, and Colby denies him, it looks like, on first watch. Pogue trying to turn the corner on the sweep to the right. 2 defenders in his face, knocked to the turf. The officials are eyeballing this, and they're going to measure. They're going to bring out the chain. Here come the sticks for a crucial measurement early in the second quarter. And they are short. Colby has denied Southeast of Saline. No gain on the run by Pogue. The Colby defense, 2 defenders on the far side, got down low and tripped up Pogue at the 2.5. And Colby, still trailing, but only 8-0, takes over with 11:24 to play in the first half. They will start with this ball at their own 2-yard line, or maybe they're 3. It's hard to get a look from my angle. Let's call it the 3-yard line. Ryan Myers in the end zone in the shotgun on first down, and there's a flag on the snap. That's going to be a pre-snap penalty on the Eagles. Their second penalty tonight. No, never mind. Colby, actually, the Southeast of Saline lined up in the neutral zone. So 1st and 10 becomes 1st down and 5. First and 5 from the 7. Ball is sitting right at the 7-yard line. So this drive did start, in fact, at the 2. Just underway in the second quarter. Colby behind 8-0. Flip back shotgun, wing to the right, ball on the far left dash. Colby going left to right in the second quarter. After Myers gives to Bowie. Bowie trying to bounce it outside of the right, now cuts it back inside at the 10, shoved backwards there. Matthew Rodriguez leading the charge. Dalton Bunch helping out as well. And it's a pickup of 3 for Bowie on first down. That brings up a 2nd down and 2. Colby defense coming up big, and some of them may feel like they were wronged on the number of downs there, but the officials did get that right. It was indeed 4th down and not 5th down on which Colby got that stop. 2nd and 2, snap back to Myers, and it is a reverse. This play got blown up, and Zane Betts fumbled the football loose in the end zone. It is recovered by Southeast of Saline for a touchdown. Chase Pogue falls on the loose ball in the end zone. Zane Betts ran into one of his blockers. There was miscommunication on the play, and as Betts was hit, he lost the ball. It rolled into the end zone, and Chase Pogue pounced on it for 6 points for the visiting Trojans. Disaster for the Colby Eagles. It is now 14-0 Southeast of Saline with 10:44 to play in this first half. And Southeast of Saline will set up student body left and go for 2 here, as is their wont. Gephardt takes the snap, and he'll just run right ahead, and he is untouched into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 16-0 Southeast of Saline with 10:44 to play in the first half. We're back in 1 minute. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone.
I'm Darrell Henry, your Colby Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride. Call me or stop by my office at 485 North Court for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
You're listening to Colby Eagles football.
The Colby Eagles face their largest deficit of the season after a southeast of Saline defensive touchdown. Chase Pogue recovering a Zane Betts fumble in the end zone for 6. And Jackson Gebhardt's two-point conversion run has doubled the Trojan lead. They're on top of the Eagles 16-0 with 10:44 to play in the first half. Jude Golden to kick away right to left as you're listening. High end over end and short. Taken by one of the up men at the 20-yard line on the far side. And that Colby player wearing number 56, we can't identify. He's not in the program. It is Shane Puckett, number 56. Thank you to the PA announcer for that. He gives us a 12-yard return, and Colby starts at their own 32-yard line with 10:39 to play in the first half. Colby still looking for their first offensive first down of the night. And what a big momentum swing there. Colby had that fourth down stop inside the 5, and 2 plays later, the fumble recovered for a touchdown. Hagan Bowie took the first down handoff off of left guard. He is submarined as he crosses the 35. Going low to make the stop, Sterling Hart, one of the standout players in Class 3A, also standout wrestler, state runner-up last year at 195 pounds in Class 3A. 3-yard rush for Bowie on first down. It'll be a second down and 7. Eagles have 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, ball on the far left hash. Shotgun set with Bowie to the right of Ryan Myers. Takes the chest-high snap, 5-step drop, now rolling to his right. Looking down the field, now throws short to the right. Has a catch of Peyton Wallmeyer, who is shoved backwards and snowed under right at the original line of scrimmage. Forward progress given to the 37, so it's a 2-yard connection. Bringing up a third down and 5 for the Eagles. Second catch tonight for Peyton Wallmeyer in his return to the tight end spot after starting the last 2 weeks of left tackle. Before the third down play, Colby wants to talk about it. And they take a timeout. We'll take it too with 9:33 to play in the first half. Southeast of Saline 16, Colby nothing. You're listening to the Eagles on radio, 100.3 The Ride.
Hi, this is Kyle Rail with Farm Credit of Western Kansas and Colby. At Farm Credit, we support rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services today and tomorrow. Farm Credit's mission is providing farmers and ranchers with the capital that they need to make their business successful. And because a steady flow of credit means more jobs and economic growth, Farm Credit is helping invest in the vibrancy of your local community. Stop in and see me on Thursdays from 9 to 1 in the GCDC meeting room across the street from the dugout in Greenfield. Or call me at 785-443-4745.
With High Plains Co-op, it's great to know that the more things change, the more things stay the same. High Plains Co-op with locations in Buxie, Dresden, Greenfield, Gem, Halford, Clark, Selden, and in Levant. They're here to give you the service you deserve. High Plains Co-op is available for your grain, fuel, and feed needs. Check out their website at highplainscoop.com for up-to-date markets. Standing with you is High Plains Co-op.
Third down and 5 for Colby from their own 37 with 9:33 to play in the first half. The Eagles trailing Southeast of Saline 16-0, facing the largest deficit that they have faced so far in this 4.5-week-old season. 2 receivers to the short side right, up back in a wing around Ryan Myers. The wing comes in motion, and the snap hit him in the helmet, but there's a flag on the play. It looked like Southeast of Saline might have been lined up in the neutral zone again. I think Dawson Adams was lined up in the neutral zone. He was, and that should be sufficient for a Colby first down. Second time on this quarter that Southeast of Saline has been offside. Is that first down yardage, or are they a half a yard shy? The official eyeballing it right now. It was 3rd and 5. Offside is a 5-yard penalty. And the officials are scanning, and they're going to measure. Nose of the ball is sitting just across the right hash mark at the 40-yard line. Or the 42-yard line, I should say. the chain gang will come out. If this confirms the first down, it will be the first one for Colby offensively in the game. They have struggled to get on track. 3 and outs in the first quarter, and then the fumble that led directly to the Southeast of Saline touchdown. It is indeed a Colby first down. New set of downs for the Eagles, and that ought to make their offense and offensive coordinator Matt Sims breathe a little easier. They have a 1st and 10 from their own 42. Landon Reinhardt in as a receiver to the left side. Peyton Wallmeyer, receiver right. Betts is the wing left. Bowie, an up back to the left. The deep back is Colin Carroll. No Jaron Rush for Colby tonight. Out with a knee injury suffered last week at Smoky Valley. Delayed handoff to Colin Carroll, and that offensive line struggling again to hold up this Southeast of Saline defense. They swarm the point of attack, and they drop Carroll for no gain, maybe even a loss of a yard. Called a loss of 1 for Carroll on first down. Delayed handoff anyway. The play didn't develop the way it was supposed to. Second down and 11 for Colby. 2 receivers and a wing to the left, 2 receivers to the right, an empty backfield for Ryan Myers. Chest high snap, blitz, throw outside of the right, he is caught. Turning up the sideline is Colin Carroll. He's got a first down into Southeast of Saline territory. Luke Gebhardt on the outside went for the interception, but Carroll pulled it away from him and made his way to the 43-yard line. A 16-yard catch and run for Colin Carroll, and a first down for Colby. Some offensive momentum for the home team for the first time tonight. Ball is in Southeast of Saline territory. Pistol set with a wing to the left on first down. Snap back to Myers. Play action. Going outside to the flat left side, and Carroll was open and had room to run. But the throw is behind him and glanced off his left shoulder pad outside the left hash and incomplete. Well, that play had space to develop. They are trying to take advantage, the Colby offense, of the aggressiveness of the outside linebackers of Southeast of Saline. Eli Harris and Landon Allen are pinning their ears back just about every play. 2nd and 10 from the Trojan 43. Split backs around Myers in the gun. Myers takes a snap, and it's his give, sweeping right, Zane Betts. Betts has blockers inside the 35. Down close to the 30-yard line. First down, Colby. The freshman showing a burst. Zane Betts with a 13-yard run down to the 30-yard line. And a first down for the Eagles. Good blocks on the right side of that offensive line. Ian Rosales and Nick Reamer and Hagan Bowie, the fullback, as well, leading the way on that play. 1st and 10 for Colby from the Southeast of Saline 30. They trail 16-0 with 8.5 minutes to play in the first half. Pistol with Bowie, the deep back. Snap back to Myers, and the give is to Bowie. Hits one of his own linemen, but charges his way through contact, banged into a couple of his own blockers, twisting to the left and going down to about the 26-yard line for a hard-earned 4-yard gain on first down. That's what Colby wants to do. Hammer away with Hagan Bowie between the tackles and then use their speed on the edges with Betts and Carroll. Carroll a wing right, Wallmeyer a tight end right. Tight end left is Landon Reinhardt. Betts in the backfield to the left of Myers on 2nd and 6. Myers takes a snap, option to the right, and Myers keeps. The flag comes down. He is wrestled down outside the right hash by Matthew Rodriguez for a 1-yard gain. The flag is in the area of holding. And that is the flag. Holding called on the right side of the Colby offensive line. And that will blunt that offensive momentum that Colby had been gaining on this drive. 10 yards from the spot. Ball moves back to the 38-yard line. Line to gain is the 20, so 2nd and 6 becomes a 2nd down and 17. So it's an 11-yard holding penalty. Ball's at the 37-yard line of Southeast of Saline. 7:44 in counting to play in the first half. Colby trailing 16-0. Split back shotgun on 2nd down and long. High snap to Myers. Hand off to Betts. Sweeping to the right. Cuts inside his blockers. Tries to bend it back outside of the right, but he is tripped up before he can turn the corner by Chase Logue. Close to the original line of scrimmage. He is marked down at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the run. 3rd down and 12 coming up for Colby. Zane Betts really hard trying to make up for that mistake that cost Colby 8 points on the on a recovery for a score in the ensuing two-point conversion. Shotgun double wing, receiver right is Wallmeyer on 3rd and 12. Ball in the near right hash. Motion by Carroll. He'll take it on an end around, and Colin Carroll trying to burrow his way into the pile between the hashes. Crosses the original line of the game, but doesn't get much more than that. Down to the 28-yard line for a gain of 4. Colby loves to go for it on 4th down. They were trying to turn this into a 4th and more manageable, and they have turned it into a 4th and 8 after a 4-yard run by Colin Carroll. 4th and a short 8 for Colby. Line of game is the 20. Pistol set, up back is Betts to the right. High snap back to Myers, play action. Outside throw to the right, it's caught out of the flat, it's Beck, and Beck has the first down. Shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line, down to the 14, 13 yards on 4th and 8, and Colby moves the sticks. Tremendous amount of faith being put in the freshman Zane Betts. And he made the catch out of the flat, good blocking down the field on the play-action swing pass. And Colby is in the red zone for the first time tonight, a 1st and 10 at the southeast of Saline 14. Eagles to the wide in the pistol. Hagan Bowie the D-back, double wing, receivers to either side, ball in the near right hash. Motion from the wing left, that's Betts. Fake to him, give to Bowie, and Bowie knocked down the defensive tackle trying to tackle him. He absolutely buried Dawson Adams, but that contact slowed Bowie up enough for Dalton Bunch and others to come and make a stop right at the line of scrimmage. Might have even been a loss of a yard on that. Call it no game. 2nd down and 10 for Colby. Eagles trailing 16-0 halfway through the second quarter. They are in the red zone here. Pistol set, Bowie the deep-back. Wing to the right is Carroll. Tight end left is Reinhardt. Motion from the wing, Carroll. And now he'll come back to the other side of the formation. That was fake motion. He's back as a wing to the right. Still time on the play clock. Myers looking toward the sideline for an adjustment. Here is the snap after motion. Here's a handoff to Bowie, and Bowie is stripped of the football. Loose ball, and it is recovered by southeast of Saline at the 13-yard line. Colby had not lost a fumble all season coming into tonight. They have lost 2 tonight. And Eli Harris was Johnny on the spot to recover for the Trojans. Southeast of Saline takes over at their own 12 with 5:31 to play in this first half I should say. And a 16-0 lead. On 1st down, Jackson Gebhardt hands off to Bryant Banks, and Banks drives his legs up the middle to about the 15 before he is twisted to the turf by the linebacker or the defensive tackle Ian Rosales. 3 yards, call it 4, up to the 16 for Banks on his 10th carry of the night. He's gained 51 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up for southeast of Saline. Shotgun set. 2 receivers in a wing to the wide side. Right ball in the near left hash. Gebhardt will sprint right. Has the ball tucked. This is a designed run. And Gebhardt turning the corner. Grabbed from behind and flung down at the 20-yard line by Peyton Wallmeyer. Wallmeyer ran him down from the backside. Super speed by the senior defensive end. And that makes it a 3rd down and 2 coming up for southeast of Saline. Gebhardt held to a 4-yard rush. 4.5 minutes to play in this first half. Colby defense trying to force a 3 and out after the turnover. Trips left, the wide side of the field. The deep back is Rodriguez. Quarterback draw right up the gut. It's Gebhardt. He stretches the football across the line of the game along the right hash up to about the 33-yard line, or the 23-yard line, excuse me. Call it the 24, in fact, a 4-yard rush on 3rd and 2 and a fresh set of downs for southeast of Saline. 4th-ranked team in the state in Class 3A, leading 16-0 with a 1st and 10. Snap to Gebhardt. He boots to the left. Looking to throw. Now will tuck it. Has some space. Bends it back outside to the right and will run. He has the first down to the 35. Chased down from behind and twisted out of bounds by Colin Carroll at the 42-yard line. That is an 18-yard run by Jackson Gebhardt, who rolled left and then scrambled all the way back to the right to gain another Trojan first down. That was an electrifying play by the outstanding Jackson Gebhardt. three-year starter at quarterback, and you can tell his poise as well as his athleticism are very impressive. Three sports stand out for the Trojans, also basketball and baseball. Shotgun on first down from the southeast of Saline 42. An option keeper faking the jet sweep handoff, and Gebhardt up the middle for a couple before Tyler Voss nice in from the safety spot to make the tackle at the 44-yard line, maybe the 43. Call it the 43 in fact. Just a 1-yard gain that time for Gebhardt. Second down and 9 coming up. Approaching 3.5 minutes to play in the first half. Colby trailing 16-0. And this southeast of Saline offense trying to take a 3-score lead, which would feel even more substantial given that they haven't allowed a point since the second quarter of week 1. Pistol set, Banks the deep back on 2nd and 9. Snap to Gebhardt, option sprint to the left, and the late pitch to Banks. There's nowhere to go on the pitch. Colby defended it beautifully. Ross and Rosales cutting down Banks at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Maybe even a loss of a yard. 3rd and 9 coming up for southeast of Saline. That was beautifully defended, that speed option. Colby strung that play out as far as they could, forced the pitch, and then descended on Bryant Banks. 3rd and 9 coming up for southeast of Saline. They are taking their time before this play. They may call one of their 3 allotted timeouts. Signal comes in from the sideline. Gebhardt to the shotgun with Banks to his right. 2 receivers in a wing to the wide side of the field right. Gebhardt takes the snap, roots to the right, now looks back to the left row, has a man open. It is caught by Eli Harris. Harris running through a tackle, tripped up by his ankles by Ryan Myers in Colby territory at the 43-yard line. 14 yards on 3rd and 9, and yet another first down. An expertly executed throwback pass, and Eli Harris hauled it in and picked up the first. Southeast of Saline into Colby territory with 2:16 to play in the first half. 2 receivers in a wing to the left, ball in the near left hash on first down. Shotgun snap is low. Pump faking is Gebhardt, pressure. Drops back further in the pocket. Now rolling to his right. Eludes Bowie, still looking down the field. Pumps again. Diving is Carroll, he can't get him. Gebhardt taking Carroll for a ride. And finally, Carroll drags down Gebhardt awkwardly from behind at the 36. That is a 7-yard run by Jackson Gebhardt. It could have been a 10-yard loss.
Second down.
And southeast of Saline will call an immediate timeout after that run. We'll take it with 1:46 to play in the first half. Southeast of Saline, 16, Colby nothing. This is the Eagle Gun Radio, 100.3 to Ride.
It's drive-in movie night in Oakley with Ghostbusters as we bring in the big screen to the Oakley Livestock Parking Lot, 8 p.m. this Saturday night. Advance tickets available right now at the Farmer State Bank in Oakley. Just $20 per carload with proceeds going to the Kids Project in the parks. Thanks to our sponsors.
Oakley Farm and Home Center, Oakley Health Mart Pharmacy, Oakley Veterinary Service, Pioneer Feed Yard, The Bank, and ZD's Meat. Base is filling up quickly and limited tickets will be available at the door. Get your tickets today at the Farmer State Bank in Oakley or Hoover Lumber in Colby.
Just like cooler temperatures are around the corner, so too is your local Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware store. Protect your lawn this fall and winter with their selection of winterizer. If you haven't upgraded your grill already, they've got a wide selection of not only grills, but smokers and the super popular Blackstone griddles. Hoover has it all. Bulk lumber, a great selection of hardware, and right now specials on Benjamin Moore paints. Stop in and see why they're #1 in customer satisfaction for 13 out of 14 years. Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby. Open every day, but Sunday.
You're listening to Colby Eagles football.
8th play of this drive coming up for southeast of Saline. The drive started back at their own 12-yard line after Eli Harris recovered a Hagen Bowie fumble. And the Trojans from southeast of Saline, who lead Colby 16-0, have a second down and 3 from the Colby 36. Ball is on the far right hash as the Trojans go right to left. They have 3 receivers to the right in the shotgun. Snap back to Jackson Gebhardt. Delayed handoff on a counter play. It's Banks. Flag is down. Banks has the first down, dragging tacklers across the 30 down to the 25-yard line, but there's a flag back behind the original line of scrimmage. 11-yard run as it stands, but it's coming back, it would appear. Holding on southeast of Saline. And that is a substantial loss. That flag came in back at the 41. So that is a 15-yard holding penalty. 2nd and 3 becomes 2nd down and 18, all the way back at the southeast of Saline, 49. Minute 39 to play now in this first half. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. Shotgun, running back to the right. Now he switches sides. Banks standing to the left of Gebhardt. 2 receivers in a wing to that left side. Low snap. Gebhardt pumps right, throwing a pump and go deep down the right sideline. And his receiver Breeding fell down. And the pass is incomplete. Tyler Breeding running the stop and go, and he had run past Carson Van Eaton, but he lost his footing. And I'm not sure that Gebhardt didn't overthrow it anyway, but that's got to be a sick feeling for Tyler Breeding, because if he keeps his feet and hauls it in, there's no one between him and Pater. 3rd and 18 coming up for Southeast of Saline. Colby would love to hold and keep the Trojans from turning this turnover into points. A fumble already responsible for half of Southeast of Saline's 16 points tonight. Same formation on 3rd and long. The back to the right of Gebhardt this time. Long count. Gebhardt takes a chest high snap. 5-step drop. Pressure in his face. He rolls to his right. And he's going down in the backfield. Hayden Bowie got there and forced him into the arms of Ian Rosales from the backside. All the way back at the 39-yard line of Southeast of Saline. Caught the 38. It's an 11-yard loss. Rosales the immediate backside pressure. And as Gebhardt rolled to the right, Bowie showed up in his face, and Gebhardt stopped and accepted his fate. And his fate was being sandwiched from the backside by Ian Rosales, who's been tremendous the last 2 weeks from his defensive line spot. Colby calls a timeout here, their second of the half. It stops the clock with 1:24 to play in the first half. Colby trailing 16-0. Now the Eagles won the opening toss, but they chose to receive, so Southeast of Saline is going to have the ball to start the second half. And on 4th down and 29, surely Southeast of Saline will punt this. Eli Harris going back to punt it away. Second punt of the night for Harris. Hunter Vaughn is deep to return for Colby, along with Zane Betts. Haven't seen the sophomore Hunter Vaughn much yet this year. Colby looks like they're going to send some pressure after this punt. And a flag comes in before the kick. And it was a beauty. That wasted dandy of a kick from Eli Harris. The line judge threw that flag. And he's conversing with the white hat, the head official tonight. They are waving it off. No flag. Not sure what that was all about in the end. Maybe it was an inadvertent flag. Maybe the official thought he saw something and he didn't. Either way, it's like it all never happened. And it's still a waste of a really good punt by Eli Harris. But he looks like he's got a good enough leg he can do it again. That didn't look like a fluke. His first punt was an impressive one tonight. And we'll see if he's got another impressive one that will count in his right leg. With 1:23 to play in this first half, Colby trailing Southeast of Saline 16-0. And there should be some time put back on the clock, shouldn't there? Maybe 6 seconds? Doesn't look like it will be. The punt is away. A wobbly line drive, not near as good as the one that didn't count. But boy, does it get a great Southeast of Saline bounce. Zane Betts let it roll. It drive at the 6-yard line. How about a 58-yard punt after the bounce and roll? And with 2 timeouts for Southeast of Saline and 1:12 left in the half, you wonder if the Trojans might try and call their timeouts if they stop Colby short on the first couple of plays of this drive. Ball is spotted at the 6. Officially, the Colby 6. That's where this drive will start for the Eagles. Split backs in the shotgun on first down. Motion out of the backfield by Zane Betts, and there's miscommunication on the play. Hagen Bowie fell down before he could take the handoff. Ryan Myers panicked, tried to sweep outside of the right, and he gets tripped up. Sterling Hart is in on that along with Bryant Banks, and Southeast of Saline will call a timeout. And that stops the clock with exactly a minute to play in the half. Hagen Bowie just flip-started and went down to a knee in the end zone. And he was the man who was supposed to get the handoff on the play. And it ends up a 3-yard loss on Ryan Myers' record. And that is Myers' first official rushing attempt tonight. Myers has really been a weapon with his legs this year. His 36 carries are third most on the team coming into tonight, and his 5.8 yards per carry average is second best, but he has not been much of a threat with his legs to start. He has thrown for 44 yards on 5 of 8 passing, but that was his first rushing attempt. 2nd and 13 for Colby coming up after this timeout. We invite you to stay tuned for the Cornerstone Ag halftime show. That's coming up. Not going to be a lot of first half highlights at this rate for the Colby Eagles, unfortunately, but we'll get you a scoring summary. We'll get you first half stats. And we'll also tell you what else is going on with GWAC and Northwest Kansas opponents tonight. Eagles come out in a shotgun with 2 receivers and a wing to the left, a wing and a tight end to the right, an empty backfield. Motion from the wing right, Colin Carroll. He stops on the left side, now motions back to the right wing. Now back in motion goes Carroll, and it is an option. It is a keeper. Myers just barely escaped the end zone, trying to cut it back left to right, or left hash rather, and gets the lost yardage back, but not much more than that. And Southeast of Saline will call another timeout, their final one of the half. We'll keep it here with 52 seconds left in the half. Now, Colby, because of these timeouts, won't be able to run out the clock on this final play of the half unless they gain a first down. They won't be able to run out the clock. They'll have to punt before the half ends. And, again, Southeast of Saline really good on special teams. They've returned a punt and 2 kicks to the house this season. So this is, for Mitch Gebhardt on the Southeast of Saline sideline, a bet on his special teams being able to make a play if they get a chance. Credit the Colby special teams thus far. They really haven't given much of a chance. 3rd down and 10 for Colby coming up. It is an inverted wishbone. 2 upbacks here, and it's a fake to Betts, keeping his Myers outside of the right across the 10. He is stacked up and shoved backwards at the 11-yard line. And it's going to be short of the first down. He picks up 5, does Myers. And with 36 seconds left in the quarter, the clock will roll, and I believe the Eagles will have to punt it away before the half ends. Myers kept that play alive as long as he could and benefited from the fact that it ended in a pile. That means the 40-second count starts late. Carson Van Eaton standing with his heels on his own goal line here. The clock is down to 11, down to 10. The umpire has not started his count. Now he does. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Colby is not going to have to snap the ball. The flag came out right as the clock hit zeros, and that's going to end the first half, or at least it should. Unless the official judge, and he's not looking at the scoreboard when he threw the flag, unless he judged he threw that flag inside of a second, then, well, I guess that's what it's going to be, because they aren't going to have this penalty stand. They're going to put 0.3 seconds back up on the clock. And Colby can catch a snap and then take a knee, and that can end the half. So Colby does not, in the end, have to punt this ball away and risk giving good field position to Southeast of Saline. With 0.3 of a second left in the half, all Ryan Myers has to do is take a snap, make sure he's not in the end zone, and go to a knee. And that is exactly what he will do. And that ends the first half. It's the first time all season that the Colby Eagles have not scored in the first half. And it's the first time they've been scored upon in the first half this season. It's also the largest deficit the Eagles have faced this year, but it's not by any means insurmountable. Just a 2-score game at the break. Southeast of Saline, 16, and Colby, nothing. We'll step aside for a break. The Cornerstone Ag halftime show's next. You're listening to Eagles on Radio, 100.3 to Ride, KRDQ Colby.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
Yeah, I'll take a small Coke.
And I'll have a large, please.
You know you can get any size Coke for just $1, right?
So, a small Coke is just $1?
Uh-huh.
And a large is just $1?
Yes. Are you guys okay?
You just blew our different size minds. Sorry, you got excited again.
It's nice getting any size bang for your buck. So come into McDonald's and get an ice-cold, delicious any-size Coke for just $1. A la carte only. Price and participation may vary.
There's something in your home's air this fall. Feel it? It's the perfect air that comes from reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. There are savings in the air, too. McKee Inc. is offering $1,350 in rebates, plus payments as low as $132 a month on a new Lennox system. To rethink your air and learn more, call McKee Inc. at 785-462-3132. For great products, big savings, and perfect air, think McKee Inc., your local Lennox dealer. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Nextech wireless plans are perfect for however you do wireless. Just you? Great. Wired family? Perfect. Wired family and business? Works too. We've got plans and prices and mixes and matches that make finding the perfect combination just plain doable. So whether you're a bare, basic, bonus, or binge user, we've got you covered. Nextech Wireless. Everything you'll need at a price you'll love. Call us at 877-621-2600 or stop by a store for a free bill comparison. Something for everyone. Nextech Wireless.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone.
Halftime from Denon Field in Colby, and some digging to do for the unbeaten Colby Eagles as they trail the fourth-ranked Southeast of Saline Trojans at the intermission. 16-0 is the halftime score as Colby trails at the half for the first time all year. Welcome to the Cornerstone Ag halftime show. I am Dan Lucero. The game started inauspiciously for the Colby Eagles. They won the toss, elected to receive, but went 3 and out. And on Southeast of Saline's first drive of the night, they marched down the field and got on the board. A 7-play, 65-yard scoring drive that took 2 minutes and 33 seconds. It was capped off by a 21-yard pass from Jackson Gephardt to Chase Pogue. For Pogue, it was his second receiving touchdown of the year. It was Gephardt's 5th touchdown pass. On the 2-point play, because Southeast of Saline never kicks the extra point, they always go for 2 in that swinging gate or student body left, however you want to describe their 2-point formation. You may have seen the Oregon Ducks do it under Chip Kelly and all the times they've done it over the years. On that 2-point play, Jackson Gephardt found Bryant Banks for the 2-pointer. That made it 8-0 Southeast of Saline with 8:01 play in the first half. Colby went 3 and out on their second drive, but then forced a Southeast of Saline 3 and out. Colby got the ball back at their own 20 and went 3 and out again. Southeast of Saline got the ball back, and their next drive moved all the way into the red zone. But there was some controversy. On a first down play, it appeared that Bryant Banks had gained at least close to the requisite yardage for the first down. A 10-yard run, but there was a block in the back penalty at the end of the run that moved the ball back 5 yards. By rule, the yardage counts, the penalty negates the down. So that made it first down and 5 and not a second down and 5, as many in the crowd, and as yours truly, and as the dial-it-down operator assumed at the time. On second down and 5, Southeast of Saline gained a yard. On third and 4, they gained no yards. That was the final play of the first quarter. So on the start of the second quarter, everyone in the stadium thought it was fourth down. But the dial-it-down now read third, and the officials explained the situation to Reese McKinney and the Colby coaches, apparently to their satisfaction, because had it not been really fourth down, I think Reese McKinney would have been at midfield demanding an explanation. So the explanation he got was satisfactory enough, and indeed it was third down and not fourth down that started the second quarter. The Trojans gained 3 yards, which set up actual fourth down and 1, and the Colby defense stood tall, holding Chase Pogue to no yards on a jet sweep and forcing a turnover on downs. But 2 plays later, disaster struck for the Colby Eagles as Zane Betts ran into one of his own blockers in the backfield, and as he was going down, being tackled, he coughed up the football. The loose ball rolled into the end zone where Pogue fell on it for the score. The 2-point conversion was successful, Jackson Gephardt running it in straight ahead. And with 10:44 to play in the first half, it was 16-0 in favor of Southeast of Saline. Colby would respond by embarking on their best drive of the game. In fact, it was their first down of the game on what ended up being their fifth possession of the contest. They moved the ball inside the red zone, but once again, it was a rarity for this Eagle team. They had turned the ball over twice in 4 games this season, and both had been interceptions. They've not lost a fumble, but tonight they have lost 2 fumbles in the first half. Hagan Bowie had the ball jarred loose, and it was recovered by Eli Harris of Southeast of Saline at the Trojan 12-yard line. The Trojans moved the ball to Colby territory, but a costly holding call and a third down sack by Ian Rosales forced the Trojans to punt the ball away. Colby took over at their own 6 and was unable to gain a first down, but they were able to run out the final minute 12 of the first half and get into the locker room down by just 2 scores, 16-0, as the top-ranked scoring defense in Class 3A that had allowed just 16 points all season coming into tonight is unscored upon in the first half once again. They are now working on a 16-quarter scoreless streak. They've not been scored on since the second quarter of week 1. So that's essentially now 4 straight games worth of shutout football for this Southeast of Saline defense. So certainly Colby will have their work cut out for them if they want to come back in this one. 16-0 is the score in favor of Southeast of Saline. Halftime stats coming your way next on the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. You're listening to Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride.
Wow. A typical reaction from homeowners who just walked into a kitchen by Northwest Kansas Decorating Center. We call it the Wow Factor. Wow. And the reaction of others when they see their cabinet, countertop, and backsplash work. Northwest Kansas Decorating Center can take your bland kitchen and make it grand. With the finest cabinets, countertops, and flooring designed and installed by their professional team. Go to nwksdecoratingcenter.com and get ready to be wowed.
Northwest Kansas Decorating Center, West 4th Street in Colby.
People's State Bank offers 10 convenient locations statewide. Whether you're looking for a loan, personal or business accounts, ATMs, mobile banking, or bill pay, PSB wants to help you. At People's State Bank, we take pride in our communities. Check us out at psbbanks.com. People's State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone.
When Eugene of Office Works and Home Furnishings wanted to do a commercial, he thought about writing a catchy song. Or even jumping up and down, swinging a samurai sword, talking about slashing prices. But when you've been in the business for 25 years, you don't need some gimmicky commercial. At Office Works and Home Furnishings, they sell and service quality products and brands, including Lazy Boy and Soda. Plus, they'll bring it all right into your home for free. Shop the competitive prices of Office Works and Home Furnishings on South Range in Colby today. Eugene does not have a samurai sword.
Halftime show continuing out at Denon Field. The Colby Eagle Marching Band performing. Colby Eagle football team, unfortunately, hadn't given the home crowd a whole lot to cheer about the first half of this one as they trail Southeast of Saline 16-0. The Cornerstone Ag halftime show continues. Here's how this first half shook out numbers-wise. Southeast of Saline outgaining Colby 175-82. Colby with 82 yards on 27 plays. They rushed 19 times for 38 yards, just 2 yards a rush. And they also had 8 pass attempts in the first half for a total of 44 yards. Through the air, Ryan Myers, 5 of 8 for those 44 yards. His leading receiver, Zane Betts, 2 catches for 23 yards. Peyton Wallmeyer has 2 grabs for 5 yards, and Colin Carroll has a 16-yard reception. On the ground, Colby's leading rusher, Hagan Bowie, but he has been kept in check so far tonight. Just 14 yards on 7 carries for the big senior fullback. Zane Betts has 4 carries for 11 yards. Colin Carroll, 4 carries, 9 yards. Ryan Myers has carried the ball 3 times for 5 yards. And there is a team loss of 4 on the kneel down at the end of the half. For Southeast of Saline, 30 offensive plays for 175 yards, 22 rushes for 99 yards, 8 passes for 76 yards. Jackson Gebhardt, 5 of 8 for 76 yards and a touchdown. That touchdown went to Chase Poe. He has 2 catches for 43 yards. Eli Harris has a 14-yard reception. Michael Murray has 1 catch for 12 yards. And Tyler Breeding has 1 catch for 7 yards. On the ground, the leading rusher for Southeast of Saline is Bryant Banks. He has carried the ball 11 times for 51 yards. Jackson Gebhardt has 9 carries for 37 yards. And Chase Pogue has 2 rushes for 9 yards. Colby has turned it over twice. One of them led directly to a touchdown. It was recovered in the end zone for 2. So 8 points off the turnovers for Southeast of Saline. We'll take another break here at the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. When we come back, we'll get you scores around the Great West Activities Conference. You're listening to the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. The Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Rock.
Pizza Hut in Colby is hiring all positions. We offer competitive wages, flexible hours, and a fast-paced, fun working environment. Applicants must be hardworking, with a valid driver's license, insurance, and be at least 16 years of age. If you think you fit the description and would like to apply, the process has never been easier. Just go online or on Facebook and search Pizza Hut of Colby. Come join the fun at Pizza Hut of Colby. Pizza Hut of Colby is an equal opportunity employer.
Service Master in Colby, Kansas wants you to know that your carpet is like a huge air filter, trapping dust mites, pollen, bacteria, and every time you walk across your carpet, you stir those things up in the air, and you and your family are breathing all that in. It can irritate your lungs, complicate asthma, even make you sick. But for more than 50 years, Service Master Clean has been serving both residential and commercial customers. The pros at Service Master will do whatever it takes to make sure you and your family live in a happy, healthy, clean home. Call Service Master at 785-462-3423 to get started today.
This one out, and it needs replaced. Who you gonna call? Roof Masters!
Roof Masters Roofing in Colby has been your premier roofing contractor for over 40 years, offering free estimates on all types of roofs, as well as seamless rain gutters and vinyl siding. So give us a call today. What's that number, Jake?
462-6642. I think you better call Roof Masters! Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone.
Southeast of Saline, 15, Colby nothing at the half at Dennon Field. Dan Lucero back with you. The Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show continues. Let's get you a look at some scores from around the Great West Activities Conference. A barn burner between Goodland and Smoky Valley in 3A District 6 action tonight. The Cowboys and the Vikings are tied at 6 at the intermission. Also in 3A District 6 tonight, Scott City taking on Russell. The Beavers with a shutout lead at the half. They're on top of Russell 12-0. In other action in the league Holcomb at 4-0, looking to go to 5-0. They lead Larned at the half, 16-7. Couple of teams in the GWAC are playing schools from Texas tonight. Ulysses trails Borger, Texas, 7-6. And Hewitton tonight is playing Canadian, Texas, as their initial scheduled game against Nickerson was canceled. Nickerson's football team is in a 2-week quarantine, so they cannot play. So Hewitton was looking for a homecoming opponent. They found Canadian, Texas willing to come and play them, and they're not being very nice homecoming guests. Score of that one at the half, Canadian 42, Hewitton 0. That's your look at scores from around the GWAC. We will take one final break and wrap up this Cornerstone Ag halftime show. Get you set for the third quarter action in this one. Once again, it's southeast of Saline, 16, and Colby, nothing. You're listening to Eagles on Radio, 100.3 to Ride.
It is the eternal question. Do you bless your mouth with a savory taco, or do you grace it with a cheesy quesadilla? At Taco John's, we declare yes. Introducing the Chicken Quesadilla Taco. Grilled chicken, pico de gallo, and creamy chipotle sauce all wrapped in a cheesy quesadilla shell. Now 2 for just $5. Eureka. Download our app for exclusive deals at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Taco John's, Colby.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone.
Welcome back to Denham Field in Colby. Week 5, halftime. Colby trailing 4th-ranked Southeast of Saline, 16-0. Eagles facing a halftime deficit for the first time all season against a Southeast of Saline team has now not given up a point in their last 16 quarters of action. This defensive performance for Southeast of Saline is historic. It's the best their defense has done through 4 weeks since 1970, when they allowed 14 points in their first 4 games, including 3 shutouts. Interesting fact about that year's Southeast of Saline team, they went 5-4. All 5 of their wins were shutouts. Anytime they gave a point, they lost. The year before that, Southeast of Saline gave up 14 points all year in an 8-0-1 campaign. Their head coach at that time was a man named Norman Yoder, who went on later to be the head coach at Smoky Valley. Unfortunately, Coach Yoder passed away this summer. But he obviously had some defenses cooking in his time at Southeast of Saline. But this year's Trojan defense might rank right up there with them when all is said and done. 16 points allowed all year in 4.5 games. And it will be the Trojans who start with the football here in the third quarter, as Colby had won the toss but elected to receive. So Colby will kick right to left, or if you'd rather, west to east. But it is right to left as you listen. As Carson Van Eaton tees them all up, we want to remind all of you listening on the radio that you can watch this broadcast as well. Check out the video at YouTube. Search Rocking N Media NWKS to find our live and archived broadcast. This looks like an onside kick for the Eagles, and it is recovered by Southeast of Saline just beyond midfield. Covering that one for the Trojans was Braxton Blake. It hopped up right into his lap, and he absorbed the hit, but held on at the Southeast of Saline 48. That is where the Trojans will take over with 11:57 showing on the clock in this third quarter. A worthy gamble. Colby didn't even try to disguise it, as Van Eaton was not deep, only 3 yards deep of the ball, and he kicked it well, got a good bounce, but unfortunately the Trojans covered it. On first down, the handoff goes to Bryant Banks, sweeping to the right, cutting inside at the right hash, crossing midfield. He's tripped up from behind by Ian Rosales at the 48-yard line of Colby. So it's a 4-yard gain on first down for Bryant Banks on his 12th carry of the night. Quick to the line of the Trojans with 2 receivers left, a wing to that side. Ball in the near right hash, shotgun set with the back to the right on 2nd and 6. Jackson Gebhardt with the option and leaves it in the gut of Banks, sweeping to the left. Banks at the first down a lot more into space across the 35, tripped up by a defensive back on the boundary at the 31-yard line. That was Bryce Myers and Ryan Myers making that stop at the 31. It's a 17-yard ramble for Bryant Banks. And a first down for Southeast of Saline, as they get this second half started on a high note into Colby territory already. First and 10 from the Colby 31. Shotgun, 2 receivers in the wing to the right. Snap back to Gebhardt, another option, this time a keeper. Gebhardt up the middle, tried to cut outside to the left, but as soon as he planted, he got wrapped up from behind and taken down. Good Tackle on the play by Peyton Wallmeyer. Gebhardt gains 3 to the 28 on the run. It'll be second down and 7. And before the snap, a flag comes down. I think there was movement up front, and there was, but it was on Colby. For Colby, there's 4th penalty of the night for 33 yards. Second and 7 becomes second down and 2. Just underway in the third quarter, 16-0 southeast of Saline, and got a second down and 2 at the 23. Snap to Gebhardt in the pistol. He will tuck it and sweep to the left. He is wrapped and thrown out of bounds right at the line to gain. The ball is flying out of bounds. And it looks close to a first down. Hard to tell. Might be a yard shy or a half a yard shy. And he is. Just 1 yard on the run for Gebhardt. Good pursuit down the line by the Colby defense. As we talked about the southeast of Saline defense, Colby defense has some pride as well. They only allowed 1 touchdown drive and had to stand inside the 10 in the first half. 3rd and 1 for the Colby 22. It's a keeper. Gebhardt off right guard has the first down, shooting a tackle at 25. Through contact at the 10 to the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown southeast of Saline. Jackson Gebhardt squeezing through the cracks at about the 20-yard line and then accelerating at the 15 and outrunning the Colby defense into the end zone for the score with 10:29 to play in the third quarter. A 22-yard touchdown run for Jackson Gebhardt, his 7th rushing touchdown of the season. 22-0 pending this 2-point try coming up for southeast of Saline. They're in a traditional offensive look here, a pistol set. Bryant Banks city back. Snap to Gebhardt. Fakes twice, rolls left, throws into the flat to Eli Harris, who crosses inside the left pylon for the 2-point conversion. Southeast of Saline, 24, Colby nothing, 10:29 to play in the third. You're listening to the Eagles on radio, 100.3 The Ride.
Don't just insure your stuff, strut your stuff with Strut Insurance Services. Darwin and his professional agents in Colby and Brewster represent a wide variety of insurance companies. They can personally shop for a specific company and policy that offer you the absolute best coverage for the best price on most anything you own. Auto, motorcycle, home, crop, farm. If it has a value to you, they can cover it. Strut Insurance Services is locally owned and operated with hometown agents that are experienced and offer fast claims. Located at 1675 West 4th Street in Colby and Brewster, just look for the big yellow sign of Strut Insurance Services.
Back to normal. Have 3 words ever sounded so good? The world has changed in ways we never saw coming. But at Western State Bank, we're doing everything we can to keep your banking transactions as normal and convenient as possible. If you prefer an in-person experience, our lobbies are open. No appointment needed. If you'd rather keep your distance, use our mobile deposit and online tools, or swing by our drive-thru. Learn more and start opening an account online at WSBKS.com. Western State Bank, member FDIC.
An onside kick goes for the half, ends up backfiring on the Colby Eagles. They give up a 52-yard scoring drive and now trail southeast of Saline 24-0 early in this third quarter as there is a penalty on the kickoff that blows the play dead. Looks like somebody on the left side of the southeast of Saline kickoff team was a little bit quick off their mark, and that will move the kickoff back 5 yards. 10:29 to play in the third, and southeast of Saline has this 24-0 lead over Colby. Kick will move back to the 35-yard line after the penalty. Jude Golden to boot it away. Hunter Vaughn on the return team with Zane Betts. Bryce Myers usually returns kicks, but he's doing some exercising, maybe a little bit of stretching on the sideline, not out there for this kick return. Here's Golden to kick. High and end over end, and it will be short. Miscommunication. Nobody wanted to pick it up. Finally, Betts does. Middle of the field at the 15. Tweets outside the left. He gets smothered at the 21-yard line by Evan Nicholson, the junior, on coverage. Vaughn, the sophomore, Betts, the freshman, kind of had a moment of indecision as the ball landed between them. Finally, Betts went to grab it, ended up returning it just 6 yards. Now 7 up to the 22. Colby's first drive of the second half starts at their own 22 with 10:24 to play in the third. They trail 24-0. Shotgun set with two receivers in a wing to the wide side right on first down. Ryan Myers to throw. Three-step drop, going right side, has a catch on the quick in. It is Peyton Wallmeyer, who lunges across to the 35-yard line up the right hash for a 13-yard gain, and a Colby first down. A dart from Ryan Myers, and the third catch of the night for Peyton Wallmeyer. Colby moves the sticks on their first play of the second half. First and 10 from the 35. It's a handoff to Hagen Bowie, and Bowie on the option took the handoff late and had nowhere to go but down. Southeast of Saline caving in that line again. Middle linebacker Matthew Rodriguez playing a whale of the game. Came in as the team leader with 35 tackles on the season, and he dropped Bowie right at the line of scrimmage. Hagen Bowie now 14 yards on 8 carries. He has not been able to get rolling downhill tonight. Empty backfield on second and 10 for Colby. Ball in the far right hash. Snap back to Myers. He's blitzed, throwing deep over the middle of the field, and a leaping catch by Zane Beck, who holds onto it through contact at the southeast of Saline 46. He got blown up by Luke Gebhardt, but he held on. First down, but a flag is down, and that's back where Myers threw the ball. So this might be a penalty for roughing the passer. It's a 19-yard connection, a super leaping catch over the middle by Zane Beck, and the toughness by the freshman to hang on through the contact. And it is roughing the passer, so tack on 15 more. Big break for Colby here, and they are back in business. Trailing 24-0 with 9:28 to play in the third. They could really use points on this drive. The ball will move further into southeast of Saline territory to the 31-yard line. A net gain of 34 on that play. On first and 10, Myers in the pistol, motion from the wing. The snap hit the wing, and Myers picks it up and is smothered in the backfield. Luke Gebhardt, younger brother Jackson, in on it, along with Dawson Adams. And a loss on the play of, call it 3 to the 34. The snap hit Colin Carroll, who was coming in motion, so there was nothing Myers could do but cover it, basically. On second and 13, Carroll's a wing to the left side, ball on the far right hash. Carroll motions across the formation, now loops behind the quarterback Myers, who will pitch to Carroll, trying to sweep to the left. Carroll looking for blocks on the edge, and has some, and then is shouldered down by Jackson Gebhardt at the 32-yard line. Jackson Gebhardt was a brick wall on that play, and he knocked Carroll to the turf at the 32. So just a 2-yard pickup. That play looked promising, and then Jackson Gebhardt, who was an all-state defensive back last year, completely shut it down. He's playing a super two-way game as he usually does. Third and 11 for Colby from the southeast of Saline 32. And up back to the right, receivers to either side. Myers, play action. Pressured, eludes the defender, throws to the right, has it dropped on the right hash at the 26 by Colin Carroll. Myers did well to elude the free rusher Matthew Rodriguez in the backfield, but had to rush the throw as a result. And Colby down 24-0 will leave the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th down and 10, call it from the 31. The snap is back to Myers on 4th and long. He steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle, and it is nearly intercepted. Too tall for Peyton Wallmeyer at the 18-yard line, and it hit Chase Pogue, the defender behind Wallmeyer in the zone, in the hands. Colby turns it over on down. Southeast of Saline takes over with a 24-0 lead with 8:30 to play in the third. Wallmeyer had gotten open in the zone, and Myers had to rush the throw and just zipped it a little too high for the intended receiver. Otherwise, that would have moved the chains. The southeast of Saline ball at their own 31-yard line, a 1st and 10. Jackson Gebhardt in the gun, trips to the short side right. Snap to Gebhardt, option handoff to Banks, sweeping left, trying to get to the boundary, has a block, lowers the shoulder and barrels over Ryan Myers up near the 40-yard line. Myers looking exhausted, a little slow to get up on the play as Banks gains 8 on first down up to the 39-yard line. Banks up to 80 yards rushing now on 14 carries. The game's leading rusher. 2nd and 2 for the Trojans. They're quick to the line with the ball on the far left hash. Southeast of Saline going left to right. trips right, running back to the left of Gebhardt in the gun. Gebhardt takes snap, quarterback power right up the middle. He has the first down, and he is wrapped up by his legs by Peyton Wallmeyer and tumbles forward close to the 45-yard line. They'll mark it at the 45. It's a 6-yard gain and a first down for Southeast of Saline. They are really starting to click on offense now, leading 24-0 in the third quarter. On the far left hash, trips right, pistol set. Gebhardt rolls to his right, pressured from the backside, now pressure in his face. Gebhardt turns, spins back to his left, wrapped up by Hagenberry, and thrown down for a huge loss back at the 21-yard line. That's a loss of 20-plus yards on the play. Hagenberry did not give up, got 2 fists full of the jersey of Jackson Gebhardt and threw him down. Forward progress back at the 23. That is a 22-yard loss. That is something you would not expect to see a 3-year starter at quarterback do on a first down play. But super pursuit by the Colby defense. Second down and 32. Gebhardt to throw, short left, and he spikes it short of his intended receiver, Michael Murray, on a little 3-yard comeback route. Good coverage outside by Colin Carroll. Third and forever coming up for Southeast of Saline. 6:51 to play in the third. Southeast of Saline with a 24-0 lead. They've got third and 32 here. The line to gain is the Colby 45. The snap will be from the 23-yard line. 2 receivers right, receiver in a wing left. Motion from the slot right to Pogue. Fake to him. Gebhardt in immediate trouble. He's going to be stepped again. This time it's resolved. The ball came out, but it came out late before Tyler Voss could take it to the end zone. Ian resolved with a sack back at the 7-yard line. Jackson Gebhardt going in the complete wrong direction. From the 23 back to the 8, that's a 15-yard loss. This is 4th down and 47. And Eli Harris will be punting out of his own end zone. A good snap back to Harris, and he does get away. A line drive end over end punt that checked up. Now gets the Southeast of Saline bounce across the 45 up to the 47-yard line. It is a 39-yard punt, but the Colby defense has given the fans and the sidelines some wind in their sails. And the Eagles, down 24-0, take over with their best starting field position of the night at the Southeast of Saline 47-yard line with 6:01 to play in the third. Ball on the far right hash for the Eagles on first down. Pistol set. Zane Betts is the deep back. Hagen Bowie the wing left. Tight ends to either side. Receiver to the right. Bowie motions across the face of the quarterback. Hard count. Southeast of Saline's into the neutral zone. That was Evan Nicholson who jumped early. And 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 5. Colby desperately needs points on this possession. They move the ball to the Southeast of Saline 31 on their first drive of this half to turn the ball over on down. They've been in the red zone and fumbled as well. Receiver left is Landon Reinhardt. Wing to the right. Pistol set with a fullback to the right of the quarterback, Myers. Play action. Myers dropping back, rolling left, throwing a screen, has a catch. Reinhardt, and Reinhardt lowers the shoulder and drags the tackler Michael Murray with him across the line to gain, down to the 36-yard line for a first down. 11 yards on the first reception of the year for Landon Reinhardt, who started the last 3 games at offensive line. He lifted home at wide receiver there, absorbing the contact. 1st and 10 for Colby from the Southeast of Saline, 36. Ball on the left hash. 2 receivers right, wing to the right. That's the deep back behind Myers. Now Reinhardt flexes out as a receiver to the left side. Snap to Myers. 3-step drop. Pocket breaks down. He rolls to his left, looking down the field, nowhere to go with the football, and he eats it, running out of bounds for a loss. Pursuit by Breeding and Bunch on the Southeast of Saline defense. It's a loss of 2, maybe 3. We'll see where they spot it. Looks like it's going to be marked at the 39, so it's a 3-yard loss for Ryan Myers on the first down scramble. Myers has to know to just ditch that, throw it as far as he can out of bounds, and live to fight another down instead of taking a loss. Bowie to deep back in the pistol on 2nd and 13 here. Motion from the wing left, Zane Betts. The handoff goes, it's fake to Bowie. Myers keeps around right end, and Myers has room to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, down the right sideline to the 10. Makes a cut inside, and stumbles across the defender, here to the 5-yard line. First and goal, Colby. Ryan Myers for 34 yards, down to the 5. Faked everyone out, including yours truly, with the fake handoff to Bowie. Sucked the defense into the middle, swept outside of the right, and used his speed once he got outside. First and goal coming up from the 5 for Colby after their best offensive play of the night. Pistol set, Betts is the deep back, ball on the right hash. Bowie wing to left, motioned across the formation. Myers takes the snap, turns and gives to Betts. Betts cuts right to left, into the middle of the line, plunging forward, keeping his feet, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Colby! Zane Betts, hard running from the freshman. He's into the end zone for the second time in his May week. And Colby is on the board with 4:59 to play in the third quarter. They trail 24-6 and will leave the offense on the field to try and go for 2. This has been a trouble spot for Colby this year. They've tried 3 2-point plays, and they are 0 for 3. It's a shotgun with Hagan Bowie to back to the right of Ryan Myers. 2 receivers to the right. Motion from the wing right. Zane Betts into the slot left. High snap back to Myers. He rolls to his right, pumps, now throws back across the middle, intended for Wallmeyer, and a flag comes in as Wallmeyer was hit by Jackson Gephardt before the pass. And Ryan Myers is down hurt as he got hit late near the flag for roughing the passer as well. That was either Bunch or Landon Allen who hit Ryan Myers late. He's to his feet, appears to be fine as his teammates surrounded him, and then the coaching staff came out to check on the senior quarterback. Great to see that he's able to pop up and walk it off. But there are going to be 2 flags on this play on southeast of Saline, 1 for pass interference and 1 for roughing the passer. Myers is coming off the field. He's not going to participate in this play. He may have taken a shot to the head, or he may just have to come out for 1 play. Looked like he was holding on to the side of his helmet. And they're going to, I think, check him and make sure that he's got all his faculties about him. In the meantime, that means Tyler Voss, the junior, will be in at quarterback for this second crack at the 2-pointer. Colby has the ball at the 1.5, because neither of those fouls are dead ball. So it's half the distance to the goal from the 3. We do the math. 4:59 to play in the third quarter. Colby has just scored for the first time tonight, and there are still some conversations happening on the part of the officials. Now 2 of the officials are over talking to Mitch Gebhardt on the southeast of Saline sideline. I wonder if there was a helmet-to-helmet contact on the quarterback Myers, and the way he went down and what they're checking him for on the sideline would suggest that there was at least contact to the head, then you could see an ejection here. I don't see anybody for southeast of Saline being asked to leave the field, but the officials are talking this over amongst themselves. It's the kind of thing that you do get tossed for, a helmet-to-helmet hit. Meanwhile, Myers has his helmet off, and he is still being checked on the Colby sideline. Zane Betts has the first touchdown tonight for Colby, and now with the backup quarterback Tyler Voss in the game, the Eagles will go for 2, but first, here's the signal from the official. Pass interference, decline. Roughing the passer. That penalty will be accepted. That's the half the distance to the goal foul. And we will replay the 2-point try. Pass interference penalty is declined. So it's Tyler Voss, the junior. This will be the first snap he has taken since week 1 when he was at quarterback for the final drive at the end of that 35-6 win over Hugoton. He'll line up in the pistol, 5 yards deep of his center, Declan Ryan. Hagan Bowie, the deep back. Zane Betts, the wing left. Colin Carroll, the wing right. Betts in motion. Snap to Voss. Give to Bowie, up the middle, and he climbs over the pile and in with a 2-point conversion. Colby back within 2 scores with 4:59 to play in the third. Southeast of Saline 24 and Colby 8. You're listening to Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride.
One of the largest selection of combines in the entire Midwest is right now at your local John Deere American Implement dealer. Now, with the big selection of used machines, they're all clean, they're ready to roll, they have the service and parts team behind them. They're priced to sell with incentives like low financing, plus amazing lease deals. Yes, combines, plus tractors, sprayers, grain carts, and more at 16 different locations. Contact your local favorite salesman at your local American John Deere dealer. American Implement.
Understands what you're going through. Bond's here for you to honor the lives of those dear to you. Northwest Kansas turns to Farm and Mortuary. Farm and Mortuary. Sometimes the load's too much to carry. When it's time, call on Bones.
Because of the personal foul penalty on the two-point try, Colby will get the kickoff from southeast of Saline territory at the 45, and Carson Van Eaton looks prepared to try another onside kick. And he will. It's high and overend, and it is fair caught. And the player making the catch, Braxton Blake, got popped by one of the Eagles. And that is going to be kick-catch interference, and it will give the 15 yards right back. I think every official threw their flag on this one. That's about as easy a penalty as you'll ever see. Southeast of Saline with 4:58 to play in the third will take over. Colby drives 4 plays, 47 yards. Zane Betts, the 5-yard touchdown run, his second rushing touchdown of the season. Puts the Eagles on the board. They're the first team to score on Southeast of Saline's defense since Minneapolis in the second quarter of week 1. The 2-point play, Hagen Dewey's run, made it 24-8. Colby trailing Southeast of Saline. Ball moves ahead to where it was kicked. The Southeast of Saline 45-yard line. That's where this drive will start for the Trojans. Jackson Gebhardt in the shotgun on first down. 2 receivers on the wing to the right, ball to the far left hash. Option keeper, Gebhardt sweeping right, makes an ankle tackle miss, and now is tripped up by Tyler Voss. Tyler Voss getting the nod at linebacker tonight. Jaron Rush out this week with an injury, and Voss has played a superb game. Been in on a lot of tackles, and he stopped Gebhardt there after just a 1-yard run. Gebhardt had gained 69 yards on his first 16 carries, and then lost 37 on 2 carries, 2 sacks on the last drive. Pump and go here on 2nd and 9. Deep ball down the left sideline, and it's through the hands of the intended receiver, Michael. unbeaten and fourth-ranked Trojans of southeast of Saline. The Trojans in a new classification this year, mentioned that back in the Buckeye Optometry pregame show, they're up from 2A to 3A. When they were in 2A, they were going east for all their district games. They had to play Riley County, they had to play Rossville, and they didn't much like playing those games because those didn't usually go well for them. They were blown out by Rossville 43-7 last year and lost to Riley County in the playoffs twice. But those games were learning experiences for a program that has really hit a stride and looks like a 3A contender here tonight. Out of the timeout, third and goal from the 22. Empty backfield, and there with a false start. Zane Betts out of the slot left, moved early. Ball against the Eagles. The thing about freshmen, and Zane Betts is wonderfully talented. He is going to be a phenomenal player for these Colby Eagles. But the thing about freshmen is that sometimes they're going to be freshmen, and that means they will make a mistake like that. And you live with that because the talent is so real, but every now and again that happens. Now third and goal from the 27, and Betts takes the catch on a pass over the middle at the 15 and is driven down at the 16-yard line, trying to send it across the field, but Matthew Rodriguez dropped him. It's an 11-yard catch on the completion. That puts Ryan Myers over 100
the original line of scrimmage down to the 29. That was Ian Rosales who made the tackle. A 5-yard pickup for Banks.